Your charity is likely to meet the first part of this standard if, for both existing and potential responsible persons, it understands how a person becomes disqualified, does a search of the ASIC Disqualified Persons Register for that person, does a search of the ACNC Disqualified Persons Register for that person, and asking their responsible persons to sign a declaration confirming that they are not disqualified and agree to notify the charity if the person becomes disqualified in the future. However, if your charity suspects that a responsible person is disqualified, it must take further steps to be satisfied that the person is not disqualified. This may include seeking information from the relevant government agency and/or the responsible person. You may be disqualified from being a responsible person if you have been disqualified by the ACNC in the past 12 months or are disqualified from managing a corporation within the meaning of the Corporations Act of 2001. This may occur if you have been convicted of certain offences, such as serious offences, dishonesty offences, or other offences that can affect a corporation, are an undischarged bankrupt or are subject to a personal insolvency agreement you have not followed, or have been disqualified by the Australian Securities and Investments Commission, known as ASIC, the Office of the Registrar of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Corporations, known as ORIC, or an Australian or New Zealand court. Most people will know straight away that these categories do not apply to them. However, if you think one or more of these categories may apply to you, the set of questions available via the included link will help you work out if you are disqualified from managing a corporation.
If any of your responsible persons are listed on either the ASIC or ACNC Disqualified Persons Register, or refuses to sign a declaration, or your charity believes that they are disqualified, your charity must take reasonable steps to remove them. If the individual is disqualified, or your charity reasonably believes they are disqualified, you should begin by asking the person to resign. If they refuse, follow the process in your governing document and under any legislation that applies to your charity to remove them as a responsible person. Depending on your charity's rules, you may need to call a meeting of the board or committee or a general meeting of the members to remove them by a vote. If your charity cannot remove the person, for example, if the members of a company limited by guarantee refuse to remove a director, please write to the ACNC using the details via the link provided and explain your situation. You may also consider whether it is necessary to involve another regulator, for example, the one that your charity was incorporated by. If there are good reasons to keep the person, please contact us, since the ACNC may give you permission to do so.